Incoming transmission. Incoming transmission. Incoming transmission.
What's up, planet Earth, and welcome to Metalnerdz, your new number one source for comics, movies, video games, and all other shits of the Earth. Let's get started.
What's up, planet Earth, and welcome to Metalnerdz, your new number one source for comics, movies, video games, and all other shits of the Earth. Today's gonna be a fucking excellent show. We're cut down a little bit. We don't have Andrew and Brian, but we have who we have, and we're gonna work with what we have. We're gonna be happy. This is gonna be good. We have what we have.
Awesome.
I have you. We have each other. I'm your host, Joe Falcone, and to my left is Corey Muse.
Hey.
Good evening.
To the right of me is Moosecock Sprinkle Tits.
Oh yeah, Kevin. Yeah, you want to have me later.
Okay. And next to Moosecock, we have Sal Shields.
What's up, guys?
Sal Shields has a professional wrestler's name.
About 10 inches.
I have a superhero name.
That's right. Yeah, we're Captain America's sidekick.
Yes, clearly.
Today!
What do you do to him?
I carry his clubs, don't you remember?
Oh, yeah, you're his caddy. You carry the shield when he's tired. That's cool. That's better than nothing.
Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra. Ooh. Today we have a very special guest. We have Eric Calderon. Eric is an insanely talented guitar player with his own YouTube channel, on which he has over 1,300,000. I can't say this number. 1,302,045 subscribers. We kind of stalked you a little bit before we went on the show because what guest doesn't want to do that?
That's a little weird.
Met him on Twitter. He's a great guy. Everything's awesome. He's made metal up everything from Moonlight Sonata to the Star Wars Cantina song. And definitely we'll give you the link to his YouTube channel. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Eric Calderon.
Hey.
Hey.
Nice to have you on the show, man. This is going to be fun.
Good to be here.
And we met you through our good friend Alex Kjellberg, I think.
Did yes.
Yeah, he's a great. He's been on the show a few times. He's very he's Alex. We love him.
He's Alex. He's a good guy.
He's a great guy. We are so lucky to
I've only
know
met him once. So.
Yeah, he's a sweethart.
He has a huge cock, though.
So tell me, how's everyone's week going? Eric, how was your week? What have you been up to lately?
Well, we were talking on Twitter the other day.
Getting comfortable with one another because we're starting a friendship.
Had a rare moment where I could actually turn on the PlayStation and play a game. So that was always good. I played Doom.
Nice.
How did you like it?
I thought it was fantastic. I'm not so much of an online player, so I just campaign it. But the soundtrack, first and foremost,
it's perfect. It fits
awesome.
So well with the actual game.
Very degent. It fit the game, so like every time it came on, I was like, "Ooh, hell yeah!"
Yeah.
You're like, when's the next battle so I can rock out a bit?
Exactly.
Everyone wants to be that guy who plays guitar in Mad Max when they rush into battle. They just has that big freaking amp, and he's just like, "Brow." It's great. It makes me happy. So that's what you've been up to lately. And you said you told me you beat the game.
I did.
Good ending or bad ending?
Good ending. Open-ended. So
Doom 2.
Yeah, well, of course, they're going to make Doom 2 again.
What's it about?
It's like there was already an Xbox One. It's about this guy who shoots alien monsters and they die.
Really?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Shoots.
Corey, what have you been up to this weekend?
The usual. Work, bowling, trying to learn how to play guitar, which really hasn't been working out after 5 years.
I think you're special, and I think you're a good guitar player. No matter what.
Thank you.
I'm
Want to meet me at the end of the show?
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that thing he said.
All right.
So,
my nickname.
Did you roll a strike in bowling this week?
Of course.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
1 or 4?
7.
Like a lot? Come on.
Like a bajillion and 4?
I bowl in the 200s. So.
Very cool.
Yes.
Moosecock, what have you been up to this week?
About 10 inches.
He's talking
Only?
10.
That's fucking tiny. Centimeters?
Yeah. That's why I said inches.
Oh, that's why.
Fine, 25 centimeters, which is like 3 inches.
Have you done anything this weekend or this week at all?
No, I just got bent over, fucked in the ass. That's about it. No.
Oh, good.
Fun
That's
times.
good.
Fun
Always
times.
sounds good.
Sal?
I've just been working and watching E3, so.
Nice. We've all been watching E3 a lot.
Yes.
And I wasn't disappointed, but I was kind of disappointed I didn't see Final Fantasy 7 or Kingdom Hearts 3.
I can see you.
And Sal's gonna be like, they're still in development. They're in development. I'm sorry.
They are.
I just wanted to say it for you to save you sparing from me. But like every show, we're going to start with our Lightspeed Report. Our Lightspeed Report is everything in the world of Star Wars, from the new movies, the old movies, the here, the now, everything in the world of Star Wars. And this is coming to us from movieweb.com. We're going to go through this article, and we're going to see what we think about this story idea. You be nice. You be nice to our Sal. With production of Star Wars Episode 8 seriously winding down in the next few weeks, there's been a couple of spoilers. I'm just going to scroll down. And in 8, Rey says she has another vision in Episode 8. Unlike the first one, she experiences at Maz Kanata's castle. Only this one is much more detailed. In the information it divulges to the young Jedi hopeful, we get to learn the ancient history of the Jedi Order, and it runs parallel with the previous speculation that Luke Skywalker has exiled himself to a planet called Achu, God bless you, to find an ancient Jedi temple. It is here that we discover just how arrogant the Jedi became at one point. See, the Jedi, we all want to be a Jedi, but they all were dicks too.
I want to be a Sith.
And let's just stop there. Eric, tell me, what do you think about Star Wars? Are you big into the new movies? Like, how you feeling?
I feel good. You know, I was one of the people.
Star Trek.
You know, it was. I thought it was good. It was good.
It was good, not great.
No, say it was bad because the look on his face is always.
He
beautiful.
can say it's bad. He can totally say it's bad. Let's hear what Eric has to say. So tell me, Eric.
It was good. Like, you know, it. I think what sort of shot it over the top was that, you know, it finally felt like a Star Wars movie, and that's why people got so
emo.
So emo about it, yeah.
I cried. I saw it like 18 times. I cried. Not gonna lie.
But no, it was like I bought it when it came out, and you know,
yay marketing.
What's that movie?
Star Wars: The Force Awakens. You've seen it.
I had to force myself to stay awake.
But so after, were you big into the story, or what do you think? What do you think about? I mean, you said you liked the movie, and what do you want Episode 8 to be like? Which direction would you like to see they take the Rey character?
I'm hoping, you know, kind of like it followed A New Hope. I'm hoping Episode 8 is very dark and you know, evil.
Evil.
And I'm hoping I was. I don't want to say disappointed. Disappointing is a horrible word, but I was a little let down on the score. For
really?
Yeah, I thought like the actual soundtrack is unbelievable,
right?
But I thought it was underplayed in the actual movie.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of got repetitive a little bit. I mean, I like what
nitpicking. Might just be me nitpicking.
Nah, it's fine. Like the John Williams, if he's not on point, it doesn't feel like Star Wars. But I know he's coming back to do 8. I think he's just gonna do 8 and 9. I think he's gonna retire because he says he doesn't know how much longer he can do it.
Yeah, because he did the Imperial March in Empire, so I'm guessing this next round is gonna be his, like when he really turns it up.
This is his freaking Johnny Cash years.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty awesome. But yeah, moving back to the story, basically it's pretty much saying that there's a passage in time that involves children and the Force tree that we're gonna see. One day, the two young unnamed individuals get into an argument, and the boy kills the girl. He finally touches the tree, and he is transformed, seemingly possessed. He sets off to kill his parents. That story again. And eventually flees the planet.
It sounds so familiar.
Yeah, every fucking sci-fi movie, someone's parents have to die. Unbeknownst to him, the girl survived the attack. She has been transformed by the tree as well, and she uses her power to start the first Jedi Order. That is really freaking cool. That is a great story. However, I want to say one thing. I am afraid there's two ways this has to go, because I don't. If Kylo Ren dies, no more Skywalkers. So Rey needs to be related to a Skywalker or get fucked by a Skywalker, sperm or blood, to keep it going. She is
reincarnated.
There's no reincarnation in Star Wars. You see his Force Ghost in Return of the Jedi. He's not coming back.
I'm a touch of a JJ.
You don't have the guts.
He's coming back.
Well, Hayden Christian is like waiting to jump on. But what do you think, Eric, about all this?
I ain't get Skywalker's inside now.
That was funny.
Well, I to just movie it. I don't think Kylo Ren's really going anywhere.
Right. Go on.
There, possible, for all the, wow.
What was that?
Wow.
It wasn't me, so don't look what I didn't do it.
That was cool.
So, I
Um,
I don't want Kylo Ren to die either. Very early in the
but
actual story.
I always was like thinking, like, did just standard, movie writing, did they kill off Han Solo so Kylo Ren could have a retribution at the end, kind of like Darth Vader?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's going that way, but I feel like that's why they chose Rian Johnson to direct it, because everyone says his scripts are all like loopholes. I'm rocking the TV with my chair because I'm so excited. Eric Calderon's here. Holy shit! Ah! But that's right. But I mean, do I want to? I really hope Rey's related to Luke Skywalker, either the daughter, or if she's not related, she has to bang Kylo Ren, like she has to.
Because my original thought was she's a Kenobi of some sort.
I actually had an idea about that. What if Obi-Wan Kenobi did have a daughter, and then she grew up and met Luke Skywalker, and Luke Skywalker and them banged? That way Obi-Wan could be her grandpa, and Luke Skywalker could be her dad, so she's a...
What?
That's wishful
Skyobi.
thinking.
Yeah, that is wishful thinking. But...
Oh, it's a good idea.
What?
Anakin is reincarnated in him.
Anakin what?
Puts it inside him. Before
Anakin puts it inside of Rey.
yes.
I mean, I guess
It's
like
like-
Skywalkers bang each other. It's just a fact. It happens.
Well,
That's what my friend Andrew thought Kylo Ren was gonna be a Cyclops baby when he took the mask off because Luke and Leia banged.
That would actually be amazing.
That'd be really cool. Run.
should be.
I'm gonna get you.
He's gonna be fireproof at least.
But let's talk. We have this awesome guest, Eric. Let's talk about you right now. We're gonna move away from our Lightspeed report.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about you.
Segue.
So now, where are you from?
Little migration, New York, Florida, now California.
Nice. I have connections to both those states except for California. Maybe one day. Who knows what the future holds? So you were born in New York. What part?
Dad's from Yonkers, mom's from the Bronx.
Nice.
Then we moved to Sarasota, Florida. And now I'm in Anaheim, California.
What made you go out to California?
I consider myself more of a power metal, 80s metal type guy.
Right.
And where I went to school, Tampa, is the birthplace of death metal. So it was like, basically, if you're not a death metal band, you're probably not going to go anywhere. I came out here for a visit because a lot of my friends are out here, and there's a lot of variety. Like, a lot of the clubs do, like, 80s metal night.
Nice.
And, ended up getting a job teaching, and
Your music teacher?
that was my original plan.
Nice.
And then, this crazy YouTube thing happened, and here we are.
Nice. And that's where you get your career from, YouTube?
Yep.
That's excellent, man. That's fucking cool. I'm really happy to
is
hear
pretty
that.
sweet.
So you've been playing for a long time?
Since I was 16.
Very cool.
Nice.
That's a good...
I quit baseball, broke my dad's heart. Because, New York, Yankees, I wanted to be a Yankee.
Yeah.
And,
Mets.
freshman year, high school came around, and I was, like, waiting for that growth spurt to hit. And just never came.
So you're saying you're a short person.
I'm a short person, yes.
But you know what? You have a big heart.
You play baseball?
Oh, that's sweet.
No problem, man. That's what it's all about, making each other feel good.
Should we leave the room?
Yeah.
Do you want to
Yeah,
guys have
everyone-
alone time?
Everyone
fuck
get
that.
the fuck out.
I want to see this.
Actually, I do have a question. What were some of your influences?
Standard metalhead. Metallica was like the first one. I wanted to be Kirk Hammett. If anything happened to Kirk Hammett, I could hop right in there because that was like my goal when I first started playing was I actually know Metallica's discography on guitar.
All right.
So
impressive.
Yeah, I wanted to be Kirk Hammett, and then it's kind of spiraled. Then I heard Yngwie Malmsteen and Jason Becker, and it was like a religious experience. Like I was like, how could someone play this fast?
Yeah.
And then, it just spiraled. That's the awesome thing about
Yeah, that pretty much
is
that sounds just like it.
That's exactly.
And I always argue the coolest thing about metal is the subgenres. Is you could go one way and like listen to like 80% of the bands, and it's like, oh well, good, you just touched on 1% of metal altogether. So let's move. From I did my whole thing. I went from power metal to thrash to death.
All right.
To speed.
That's what I did. I started on punk, and then now I'm listening to all sorts of stuff.
Excellent.
Actually, I have to say, probably one of my favorites, Dying Fetus.
Excellent.
Right. I like Steel Panther.
Love Steel. They used to play every Wednesday in Hollywood.
Really?
Until they got like really big.
This girl went on stage and showed her vagina.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sure she did.
And then in the ladies' room, she's like, "Do you think anybody saw my vagina?"
Yeah, she was pretty. She was proud of herself. From a distance, she was cute. Up close, not so much.
I like steel dildos.
That's our. We're starting a cover band, Iron Cheetah, all Steel Panther songs.
Excellent.
But dude, that's awesome. I'm freaking. You into Dio or what other subgenres of metal do you like?
Actually, just funny you just mentioned that name. My dog's name is Dio, so just throwing that out there.
All right.
My dog's name's Chewbacca.
Excellent.
But that's awesome, man, and I'm happy. Yes.
Good.
That is.
So, tell us about. So, what exactly do you do for YouTube? You just make your videos, and they make you happy with money and stuff, or how's this work?
Basically, yeah. Is what like I was just doing it. What happened was I was in college, and I had a bunch of people. I was going there for classical guitar. So I had all these, it's all metalheads in classical guitar.
Yeah.
So I always pushed for cover songs, like when I was in bands and stuff.
Yeah.
Is I always was like, dude, we need like 2 or 3 covers in this set because it gets the crowd a little more interested than
You need stuff that people know.
right, and then
Or they're gonna just be like, they're just playing songs that nobody's ever heard of. Why stay and listen? And then you kick out a Metallica song, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, I know that one."
Exactly.
I know that.
My whole defense was Metallica. Like, if you look at their Kill 'Em All set list, it was 5 Kill 'Em All songs and then 5 covers. It was like, they did Diamond Head and Motorhead and the Misfits, they had all that stuff.
Yeah, Misfits.
So I always pushed for the cover. So I would arrange, like, the popular song of, the time to cover in a set. And long story short, I got, quit the bands. It was, a little too tricky for school and bands and all that.
Bands
And,
is another relationship.
yes. And all the dudes in my classical guitar class were like really busting my balls to put a cover on YouTube. And, at the time, this was like 7 years ago, YouTube wasn't like what it is right now. So I thought it was like really pompous and egotistical to put like a cover on YouTube. Like, hey, look what I can do. So I did Pirates of the Caribbean just to like shut them up. And I got addicted to the comments because the comments were very nice, very encouraging and sweet.
Back when everybody wasn't an asshole.
Right.
And I was
troll.
Before the days of the trolls.
Yeah, and they would do like, hey man, could you do this one? And I was like, that's a great idea. Let's do that one. So
I can. Watch me.
Yeah, I put one out every like 3 weeks or so, and then I did like 10 videos, and they weren't doing anything. They had like a couple hundred hits on each of them, and it was just fun, and it was mixing practice and recording and all that. And my brother came up to me one day and he was like, dude, have you heard about this chick, Lady Gaga, that just dropped? And I was like, nah, I have no idea who that is. So he's like, you just check her songs out. So checked it out, and Bad Romance had a nice little hook to it.
Mm-hmm.
So
She's wonderful.
So I was like, let's try that one. So I did that one, uploaded it, and went to bed. And then I woke up the next morning, and I had like 1,100 emails in my inbox. So I was like, what the hell? And I looked at the video, and it had like 100,000 something views on it overnight. And that was like the start of everything.
Cover a Lady Gaga song, kids. You heard it from Eric. And
Want to make it big on the YouTubes?
Do something Lady Gaga does. Nah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, it was, and
that's awesome.
One of those, like I said, I was a teacher, so it was one of those happy accidents that YouTube was like, hey, we would like to pay you now for doing this. And I'm like, what? Get out of here.
Really?
And, I'm very grateful for, people actually want to watch still. So that's always cool.
Yeah.
And, it's all good fun. I kind of moved away from the pop these days because I'm
not feeling
not
it.
Not too big into the pop at the moment.
I listen to Duran Duran when I'm alone.
Hey, it's a good band.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing's wrong with that.
I masturbate to it.
See?
Nothing wrong with that.
But that's pretty awesome, man. And then so here we are today, and now
Here we are.
That's cool.
Yeah, this is awesome.
That is very cool. So what else? I've been listening to a lot of your music. I gotta say, like your Star Wars covers of Princess Leia, I told you before, and Han, that was just beautiful, absolutely beautiful, pure emotion. It inspired me it makes me want to play guitar again, really. So it's you're definitely inspiration to people, I can tell you that.
Yep.
Awesome.
You're Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Are you a big Pantera fan? You into Dimebag?
I love Pantera.
I love Pantera too. I felt like when I heard you do your Fresh Prince of Bel-Air cover, I felt it sounded very kind of dimey to me.
Okay, guys, we're gonna leave the room. We're gonna give them some alone time.
I'm getting really horny as I talk.
It's kind of emotional. I think we should leave.
I'm gonna take it out. I'm not gonna come in you.
I've watched a lot of your videos too, and I'm just like, damn, I wish I could do that stuff.
You can see that's the thing. You can do that stuff.
Working on it.
I'm a big believer in I get in arguments a lot. Like someone told me that it's God-given talent, and I was like, yeah, no, it's not at all.
it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can do that stuff, but I'm not gonna try. I'm just gonna sit and listen to you.
I can do it. Yeah, I can do it.
So
Kevin can do it. Kevin can shred on the guitar.
El guitar.
Yeah, I picked it up, and I sucked ass the first time I picked it up. So
yeah.
5 years in, and I'm still like, I don't even play.
I can play Collide like nobody's business.
So for a beginner, what kind of scales do you recommend learning first?
Actually, as a beginner, I don't do scales. It'd basically be like two things: is just picking the open strings and power chords, and then move into full chords.
Yeah.
And then it's basically what I would do. This is like so against teaching. is I would learn songs because just you want to get comfortable around the instrument before you really start.
Kind of have to get the feel
my first guitar player ever yelled at me for learning songs. It was like this old dude. It was like, what the hell?
Yeah, and like another thing with learning songs is kind of like what I've learned was from my experiences when you learn songs, you build like your idea library. Like, ooh, I like that. Let's take that and put it right there, and just for future reference. So.
Yeah.
There's tons of ways you could do it. That's just how I did it.
What's that sound shaking? Are you playing with something, or do you hear it? The
Oh, I have 2 guinea pigs.
Aww,
Awesome.
That's adorable. What's their names?
Phoebe and Phil.
I thought you were gonna be like, this is Dimebag, this is Randy Rhoads.
No, there's I normally, I try to let the pet pick their own name.
Right.
Like with my dog Dio, when I got him, I just put on CDs until he reacted to one. So I was hoping for Ozzy.
Yeah.
That didn't happen, and then I put on Holy Diver, and he perked up, and I was like, hey, well,
All right.
Dio it is.
Dio it is, and that's the way.
It's a good way
Now,
of naming a dog.
so that's really cool. And you're a big video game person, right?
I try to be, yeah. Is my, see, I still play, like, the old point and clicks still.
Yeah, me too.
That's fine.
You know, like Gabriel Knight and Full Throttle and, you know, all the Sierra ones and the LucasArts, like...
I heard she has herpes, Sierra. Am I wrong or am I right? I'm not going to kiss her herpes. That's not nice.
I would suck in that shit. Pop right in my mouth.
Please.
Oh, God. All right. E3. Sal, take it away. Let's talk some E3. You cool with that, Eric? Yes? Yes, let's do it. It's more time.
Okay. Well, E3 was this last week. I think actually it still goes. It's going on until tomorrow. Tomorrow.
It's still
Sunday?
going. I thought it was over yesterday.
No, it goes for about a week. So it started Saturday. It probably ends tomorrow.
Damn,
So we might actually be able to see Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy.
No.
Watch it.
Unless SquareSoft has a conference, which they said that they weren't, we won't hear anything about it.
I'm just like, I wasn't excited for Final Fantasy 15 until I saw the flying car.
You know what? Every single podcast I've listened to that talks about it, they're like, well, they showed this Titan fight and it looks stupid. I was like, it looks stupid because the guy who was playing it was an idiot. He's sitting there and every time the thing swings its arm, instead of dodging it, he just gets smacked. And I'm like, do you not know how to play your own game? And he would try it again and we'd swing his arm and he would get smacked again. And you're just like, okay, I'm going to come down. I'll play it for you because you clearly don't know how.
Did you?
No, I wish. But
I mean, I think you would have. It would just be the blah, 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 blah. I think you would have mastered it better, to be honest with you.
right,
So-
if you're gonna show your game, you need to know how to play it
Why?
because you can't look like an idiot. There was one E3 where somebody came down and like died 20 times, and you're like,
And they get to go there because they work there.
"What are you doing? This is your game, and you can't beat the first level, or you can't beat like 5 minutes of it."
That just means you're really good at it.
Well, sometimes it's all for show. Like, oh, we have to make it look like it's hard. So the person probably has mastered it, knows everything about it, and then fails like the first jump.
That's what she said.
There you go.
Okay, so first things first, EA started it off on Sunday.
Sunday.
They showed Titanfall. They showed Mass Effect. Okay,
God
we
damn
shouldn't
it.
do that noise for Mass Effect.
Wait.
You could do that for Battlefield 1. There we go, that's better. I like that one.
Battlefield
That's
1?
good.
That was real.
Battlefield 1. It takes place during the First World War.
I know, I've seen
Yeah.
it. It looks amazing.
It looks really cool, but it looks exactly like every other Battlefield.
yes.
And
But
that's
No, but this
concerning.
is World War One.
Yeah.
It
it's
took
all
Battlefield
exact.
4 and went, look, here's World War 1.
It's like
Yeah,
Kane
but
taking off his
everything's
mask
like
and putting it
point
back
accurate.
on. It's like Kane taking off his mask and putting it back on. You guys didn't see that shit.
Speaking of that,
so-
just real quick side note on that, my favorite part of that reveal when Kane took his mask off was how disgusted Jim Ross was. He's
Yeah.
like, "It's
Oh
hideous."
my! He's a deformed man. Did you hear what happened to Jerry Lawler? He him and his 27-year-old girlfriend got into like a domestic fight, and like he put a pistol on the table that was unloaded. And he's like, "Kill yourself!" And then someone called 911. They both got arrested, and now he's suspended indefinitely because WWE has zero tolerance because of domestic violence because of Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
Jesus, she didn't do it. Let's just be happy. But yeah, so
Wow.
dude, I love that storyline with Kane and RVD. That was cute. That was very cute.
Sorry, Sal.
Good
Sorry,
old.
Sal,
No,
go
it's
ahead,
fine.
Sal, yeah.
It's fine. We're allowed to deviate
Yeah,
because
this is normal for us.
Yeah.
this pretty
We're
much the
usually
rest of the
way worse.
podcast is talking about games.
And gay sex.
Put it in my mouth.
I mean, hey. Okay, so first they showed Battlefield 1, which does look cool, I won't say, but it does look like every other Battlefield.
Yes.
And I wanted it to be like,
Dicks.
oh shit, you go to fire and your gun stalls, and then the person in front of you kills you. Yeah, it would
With his
piss a
dick.
lot of people off, and it would happen at random, but I feel like it needs that. You need that, like,
Piss people off.
this is World War One. We're going to give you
Let
World
your voice
War
be
One.
heard.
Yeah.
That means they're gonna get World War II soon.
That already, I think somebody did. They always.
Oh
did
my
that.
god,
Yeah.
we're gonna kill Hitler.
But the fact it's World War One is cool.
So
it's
it
like
looks-
everything
yeah.
in it's pinpoint
Red Skull.
accurate. Which
Yeah,
is
that's
cool.
that is the pinnacle of warfare.
Yeah.
Like there's mustard gas, there's
it's-
fucking
I like
pretty
mustard.
tanks and
It's-
shit, trench
You
warfare.
can't say that's not cool.
Yeah,
right?
it does look really cool. Just
Do
you
they
know,
have hot
I
dogs with
can't-
mustard?
I'd play
Grenades.
So then they showed Mass Effect. They didn't really show Mass Effect.
What
They,
about masturbate?
They decided to show you people making Mass Effect and little
make
tidbits of it,
masturbates.
which looks really cool. But I don't know. I don't know
very-
anything until it gives you a little bit more of it.
Very sexy.
I'll give you the whole
Titanfall 2 looks absolutely amazing. If anybody saw the first Titanfall, it was you got
Okay.
to run on buildings and stuff like that and jump into a mech. And it's pretty much the same thing, but it just looks a lot nicer.
What's a mech?
A mech is it's
a
a
big
thing you can't.
robot.
Basically, if
Yeah, I
Brian
played it
Pomfrey
once.
went in
Yeah.
your body, you'd be a mech.
Oh, that's funny. I'm gonna have sex with you later.
So you better.
And I thought
Which is fun.
they didn't show a lot, but the coolest stuff that they showed was the future of the Star Wars games.
Yes, let's talk about that. Eric,
No.
did you see that video?
I did.
Did you were like, put me in now?
Yes.
They
think we all
showed
were.
they showed more Battlefront stuff, which
Star Trek.
that's later. They showed Battlefront stuff, which of course, I mean, of course they're gonna keep going with that because that's the newest, greatest
Yeah.
thing. But Respawn and Visceral are both making Star Wars games, and they showed just a little bit of what Visceral made, and it was just a guy walking, and I was already like, well, I'm
the
sold,
si-
I'm gonna get it.
That was me
game
too.
that
I'm gonna
just
get them all.
walks?
That same guy was from the 1313 trailer, so I think they rebooted that.
I really hope so. That is
It looks really
a
cool.
really good idea if they do that.
That game's gonna come out in 2018 with the Han Solo movie because they're gonna want to market that together.
Yeah, if it is a
Is he
reboot
dead?
of the 1313 game, then it should come out with a Han Solo film.
Yeah, Han Solo.
I
Is he
still think
solo?
it's way too soon to get a young Han Solo movie, but whatever, it is what it is, right? What are we gonna do?
Why
shall
is his
see.
last name Solo?
Because he's always
Why is his
alone,
first name
except
Han?
with his Wookiee.
Because
You know,
Hey.
he shot first.
See, gotcha.
yeah.
Han shot first.
Is he really?
So second on the conferences was Bethesda,
The
which
what?
is the people that do
Zebra.
Fallout.
Fallout 4 is the best. Do you play that, Eric?
to
Yeah, actually, Bethesda used a snippet of my Fallout 4 video for their little montage at the beginning, which was kind of cool.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah. So I'm a big Fallout fan. Yes.
Awesome. All right. So you
God of War
should
looked
be happy with the DLC that they're coming out with, where you get to make your own vault.
Yes.
You get to experiment on the people that come into your vault, which sounds like a hell of a lot of fun.
you still
You get to poke them and prod them with things, maybe turn them into super mutants.
I'm gonna make them into X-Men, all of them.
can you
You
molest
might
dogs?
be able to.
molest dogs?
Maybe. I wouldn't know until it comes
can,
out.
You can shoot cats in that game. It's fucked up.
So
Yeah. So you Chinese?
and dogs. I don't know whether. So Fallout 4 has new DLC. There's conveyor
dong.
belts, new vault system, and then I think there's an actual new downloadable content called Nuka Land, which is
Nuka
which
Land.
is all like the soda company.
It's Hershey
like,
Park.
pretty much.
It's Hershey fucking Park.
What?
Nuka
Hershey
Land is
Park.
Hershey Park.
That sounds like a delicious game.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And along with that, they're making Fallout 4 completely in VR,
oh my
which sounds really cool.
I might like it better.
But you're
gonna
probably
shit my
going to need a
pants.
supercomputer to play it.
And a diaper when fucking a ghoul just shows up behind you.
I've been playing this for 20 hours. I haven't moved.
Because
I don't want to look anywhere but forward.
If I look behind me, I know there's going to be a bear.
Bear.
Claw.
Turn around. Okay. All right.
Now, are you
I need
into
to take this off.
Are you into superheroes, Eric?
Of course.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, where is Green Lantern, sexy. Too bad Brian's not here.
Oh,
But
Boo.
Here, I'll be Brian for a sec. Ooh, Green Lantern. Okay.
that's it.
Which Green Lantern?
Green Lantern's the
not
black
gonna-
one.
Ah, shit.
That was that bad movie?
do not say Ryan Reynolds. I already said it. Shit.
No, Ryan Reynolds.
He
is
pulled
awesome.
a Dumb and Dumber. He totally redeemed himself. But all right. So
Yeah.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, nothing there. But what are we getting? What was the only superhero game that was announced at E3 this year? We're not getting that yet.
Injustice, yeah. But who
And?
makes? I forget who makes Injustice.
Insomniac?
People.
Isn't it something that makes Injustice?
I don't know.
They play it naked. I heard.
I'm butt naked.
Looks really cool, but it's kind of the same thing as the first one.
Which one? Which one's that?
Injustice.
Tekken 7
the
looks
name?
really good.
Tekken 7.
I am terrible
movie?
at fighting games, so those really aren't my.
You should
My
fight.
wheelhouse.
Are you good at fighting games?
No, I'm terrible at
So
that.
Are
you
you
do like
good
Mortal Kombat?
I'm terrible at it.
Are
I
you
like
good?
it.
Are you good at fighting people?
Maybe.
I want to watch you fight a guy. I think
What,
it'd be
Metal-
fun.
Let's go,
I-
Joe. Me and you after the show.
I happen to
Eric,
be a fan of
Mud Wrestle.
Forza.
Eric, do you have
so
a-
the new Forza looks
Yeah.
like phenomenal.
Well, let us finish Bethesda so we can get to Microsoft. Bethesda did Dishonored 2, which absolutely looks amazing.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite games, the first one, and I can't wait for the second one. And then their big unveil was Prey, which has a special place in people's hearts. I
Yeah.
played half of the first one, and it was like you were an Indian man that got abducted by aliens.
You watch kids get ripped
was-
apart by aliens in that.
How was the
game.
second half?
And you were like, I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. I just never finished it. But it looks like they're rebooting it, and it looks amazing.
Prey is a great fucking game.
How was the second half of that game?
I don't know. I have no idea.
What did you do?
I have never played it. Never beat it.
Have you ever played Prey, Eric?
I have.
Nice. Have you ever been in a bar fight?
No.
Neither have I. But yeah, so what'd you think of Prey?
I got raped on it.
Same kind of. I'm kind of with Sal on this one. I played like 3/4.
Nobody finished that game. I can agree. I think I played the first part too, and then I stopped playing.
Nobody finished it, but everybody loved it to shit.
I
That's
actually,
because we didn't want it to end.
I played the last half of it.
Is that even possible?
Someone just handed you the
With
controller.
moose
and
cock,
just,
anything is possible.
That's
Yeah.
true. But the new one looks really cool. It's being made by the people who make Dishonored, so it has that very like first person, run around, jump off walls, you know, turn around, shoot things in the head type
Yeah.
thing.
Play with
So-
a monkey.
Maybe.
Live with a naked monkey.
I really want to know all those sounds on that soundboard because you have one for everything.
You have
Yeah,
one.
it's pretty extensive.
So if I say pedophile,
There's got to be a child laugh in there somewhere.
you have one. That's close enough.
Pedophile.
UPS. No.
Sit down. You're on.
Pedogram.
Sal, continue.
Okay. So we have next up was for the next day because they didn't have anything else on Sunday. It was Monday. The first people that started it off was Xbox. I'm an Xbox fanboy. I mean I love Sony.
Yes,
I will always love them, but I'm an Xbox fanboy.
Xbox is way better.
And I'm really happy with what they're doing. That they're trying to make the market a bit more
Nintendo.
marketable.
Yes.
Like they're trying to get
Marketable.
everybody to play. And so their big thing this year, besides their new system, the 2 new systems that they're making, they're trying to make it that everybody can play together.
Yeah,
so
whether
if,
it's PC.
if somebody's on computer and somebody's on Xbox, you'll be able to play together.
Yeah.
Not fight each other together, fight against each other because PC will always win. Point and click is so much more simpler on computer than it is on the Xbox.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to play co-op. Like say you're playing Gears of War and go, you know what? I really want to play with like 3 other people. You'll be able to play with people on the computer and people on the Xbox. Same goes
cool.
for
Yeah.
a bunch of other things. They tried it with a game called Rocket League.
I thought they did it with Final Fantasy 11 also.
Maybe.
They did it with no, I think it was just PC and PlayStation 2
It
people.
was, yeah, PC and Sony did like a cross-platform on that one.
What?
But that was just that was a very run around, talk to people, and then
That
fight
would
some
be
monsters type game.
freaking. That would be awesome if they can do
Final
that.
Fantasy 11.
To be honest,
I don't know.
if like
That's a
we
good
could
movie.
just, it would be cool because then when you get to play with other people, it's like, oh, you PS4 or Xbox, and then you know.
I'm waiting because that's what they really need to do. Is okay. I understand putting PC into it, and you're never gonna have a competition game with people on the PC
PC sits back and watches.
because PC's always gonna win. They have the easier way to fire and shoot and all that stuff. But if you did Sony and Xbox, you can have competitions. You can
Right.
do this. You can do that because they're both controllers. You can't. Nobody's gonna be better. I was talking about somebody. They were like, "Well, what if a new system allows you to always play on 60 frames per second, and then your old system, like the Xbox One, compared to the Xbox Scorpio, since they work together, what if one has 30 frames per second? Who would win?" Somebody said 60 frames per second. Not really. They work exactly the same.
But the new one's gonna be Scorpio.
What they unveiled was the Xbox One S, which is the Xbox Slim. It looks like a PlayStation 2.
Very sexy.
Really?
It looks exactly like a
Very
PlayStation
sexy.
2.
That sucks.
Orange is the new black sexy.
So, and then at the end of their conference, they decided to unveil their newest thing, which is
So they're
Xbox
going back
Scorpio.
in design.
I know. I want one. No integrated power supply.
It's
Yes.
like fucking 9 CPU, like strong. It's 6 teraflops, which I still don't know what the fuck that means.
No.
It's a floppy dick drive.
It's like 2 million. 2 million.
But it's supposed to be really
megabytes.
strong. It's supposed to support 4K, VR, all that fun stuff. Something to
Yeah.
compete with
Is
the
it 4G?
PlayStation that wasn't announced.
Is it 4G? So I get good internet.
4K? No.
4K.
That'd be interesting though, but no.
Right? It's this small.
Literally
too.
play anywhere.
This big.
Yeah.
This big. This is how big the Scorpio is. With 9 CPU power.
Are they
You
gonna
just,
have, like-
you just put it down and they go boop.
Are they gonna have the thumbprint thing so you can get into it, or your tongue?
That would suck.
You lick it to turn it on.
You can lick it.
Oh look! Oh Sal, you're back. Yes.
Scans the nooks and crannies
Someone
in your
licked
balls.
this before me. Who was playing?
Yeah, it was my asshole. I farted on
Oh
it.
my god, imagine putting a tab of acid and it's like, all right, time to start the PlayStation lick. And then he licks the acid and then he trips balls as he plays and then he wakes up making love to a mannequin in the middle of a Target parking lot in front of his friends.
That sounds like a fun time.
That sounds amazing.
It was a fucked up
Yes.
summer. Anyway,
So some of the games that
Target?
Microsoft showed, we have Halo Wars 2, which
Okay.
it's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
the first one was cool.
nothing for me.
A lot of the ID games, the independent developer games, which Stardew Valley. My favorite is We Happy Few, which looks amazing.
Aye.
It's very Bioshocky.
Bye.
Then they showed Gears of War. They showed Recore.
Bang.
All games that they've talked about before that they're just kind of like, hey, we have gameplay. They're going to come out soon. I think the cool thing with them is that they're really, okay, everybody should play as a team type games. That seems to be all the games that are coming out for Microsoft. I think my favorite one was Sea of Thieves, where you get to be pirates.
Really?
Yeah, I am so
pirates?
down for that.
Assassin's
Maybe.
Creed 4 was like you're a
Maybe.
pirate. Did you guys play Assassin's Creed
give me
4?
your booty.
Black Flag? I love that game. HBU.
Black flag.
Eric, you liked
Black Flag.
you like the Assassin's
Okay.
Creed series?
I love that.
Or I kind of have like this, kind of like this pirate to like kind of wish I was one sort of complex, and so Assassin's Creed Black Flag did a lot
Yeah.
for me.
Right.
So sea of Thieves basically will let you have that fantasy. You will get to control a ship with your friends, and you'll get to fight other people and pillage. I don't know if you'll get to pillage, but
Is pillage
I know-
of raping
you,
and burning of the villages?
Yeah.
You never know. I mean,
I know what game I'm
you get to sit in a bar and drink, and then go drive a boat. Like, I mean, what could be better?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Designated drunk boat driver.
You should put
But
kids
it's
there.
basically you have to work together with your friends. So while one person drives the ship, you have to talk to your friends and be like, I can't fucking see anything.
Yeah.
Tell me where to go.
Yeah, pretty
Like,
sweet. I'd play it.
Oh shit, there's a guy to the right, there's a ship to the right of me. Everybody get down, everybody get to the cannons and start firing the cannons while I steer the ship.
That's awesome. And
Yeah.
let me tell you something. That's another good game that should be cross-platform.
That would be very interesting, yeah. I would hope so. Any game that's supposed to come out on the
I think
Xbox
it's
is
all
coming out
supposed
for
to
the
be.
computer.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I think everything that they're making
Yeah, the whole thing is
cross-platform.
going to be compatible now.
Yeah. Which is awesome.
Yes,
I
that's
think
huge.
It's
So-
something that's not been done before, and it just opens up a whole world of.
Hats off to them.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you guys one thing. My pirate's getting alcohol poisoning. And he's going to get freaking lap dance crotch.
Where's Joe? I got him. Just dragging him across the fucking sand.
This sucks. I want to sober up so I can stab something.
Just dragging him across the sand, throw him in the ocean. Okay,
Eric.
I'm awake.
Eric, you're Team PS4, I believe, right?
Yeah, I haven't played an Xbox
Since the
probably since Gears of War, the first one.
that's like
So-
2007.
That's
That's a
because
long time ago.
that's
That's
because
fine.
Xbox sucks.
Xbox is
I haven't.
great.
I don't like Microsoft. I have an Apple.
I want a PS4 so I can like all my like it's literally like you guys all have Xboxes and all my friends that don't live in New York have PS4s.
I don't
You need
like.
to buy a PS4.
I
then.
fight with
I'm
my
not
friend
gonna
all the
buy
time,
one.
who's a big Sony fan, and I fight back with anything Microsoft does. It's great. So he does the same thing with Sony, and I don't get me wrong, they're both great companies, and I think it's a great time to be a gamer.
Yeah,
I think-
And
great.
Star Wars
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah, I don't discriminate
Yeah.
at all. I just.
I mean, if somebody says like something wrong, like statistically, like I'm like, no, you need to come here. But like, if you're like, oh, I love Sony, Sony's better than Xbox, and I'm like, you're okay, that's your opinion, that's your opinion. I'm
like-
still gonna get to play great games. You're gonna get to play great games. It doesn't really matter.
I like Nintendo.
Nintendo is the shit.
Atari.
The Wii U.
Yeah, Wii.
Moving on from
The
Microsoft.
Nintendo Wii. That's next. All right.
No, it's the NX that's next.
What's next?
But next we have the
Macaron.
Ubisoft conference,
Macaroni and cheese.
Which-
That's Assassin's Creed homeboys.
which I think not a lot of people enjoyed. I don't know why.
You enjoyed it? It was like watching the prequels.
Oh no, I liked it. They were so awkward. Like the first thing that they did was they showed Just Dance 2017.
It'll be okay, Dada Doo Doo.
It's Just Dance. It's the same fucking thing all the time. But it's
Same thing the time.
What they did, they had, what the hell is her name? I think her name is Aisha, the black lady that does the Ubisoft conference. I forget her name all the time.
She's Yellow Ranger.
But she comes out, and then everybody's all in there like, ah!
What was that?
Thunder, lightning, wind, maybe.
You
press the button and it doesn't have.
That was chaos theory button.
I have no clue what just happened.
All right.
So they came out, and she comes out, and then she says stuff about she kind of gives a heartfelt thing about the stuff that happened in Orlando, but it's her, and then there's like a giraffe and a lion that have just been dancing for the last 10 minutes, and you're like,
there's no gorilla.
It doesn't feel like you're taking this seriously.
Yeah.
You should have made them get off stage and then been and then Orlando. They were just there. And then the one thing that everybody focused on was there was I think the guy dressed up as the giraffe or the lion or whatever it was. He's just sitting there just nodding. And I'm just that's really distracting when they're trying to be nice about something. This lion's yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Very great.
But I mean, Ubisoft wasn't terrible. I know we have Ghost Recon Wildlands, which looks really cool. Another game that's 4-player co-op, which looks absolutely amazing.
Beautiful game. Great record.
I jumped off to it.
We had For Honor, which had been shown multiplayer-wise, maybe I think last E3, which I don't know anything about it. I can tell you that it's a hand-to-hand fighting game.
What is it about?
Hand-to-hand fighting.
Hand-to-hand fighting.
What is it called again?
For Honor.
For Honor what?
That's it.
That sounds like a good movie.
For Honor.
That's like a Viking movie.
No,
there is a Viking in it.
There's nothing more metal than Vikings.
What the?
And tits.
So, and then they showed Watch Dogs 2.
Metal tits.
Which everybody was not happy about, except me.
I like Watch Dogs. That was a good game.
It was a really cool game, and it had really good ideas. It did fall flat because the main character was a douchebag.
Yeah, he was.
But
Aiden was a sweet guy.
He was an asshole.
He was an asshole, but he was pissed his niece died in the car with them.
What race is he?
I'm well aware, but it was a revenge story that was just kind of stupid.
White guy?
You're not even invisible.
I don't know. Don't look at me.
I'm looking.
Super fail.
All right.
Yeah.
So
we gotta remember it's an incoming transmission. We get frequency. You know what I'm saying?
So Watch Dogs 2 was really cool. They showed gameplay of it. Your main character Marcus, who
that's a black name.
So he is black.
Oh shit.
So
what is hangs around a lot?
I'm not even gonna. So it was really cool. Apparently something happens where he used to live, and he goes out to San Francisco, and that's where he lives now, and he's trying to
San Francisco
fight the power type thing. But it looked really cool. They updated a lot of stuff. You get a drone. You get a 3D printed laser pistol, a taser. You get a fucking remote control car. You get to hack cars. You get to hack everything apparently. And that's what they said for the last one, but that wasn't exactly true. So we'll see how it comes out. I really hope it's good. But I think what everybody took away from the Ubisoft conference was VR Star Trek.
I don't believe
that. Star Wars annihilates
Star Trek.
Yes.
It actually looks really cool. I mean, I don't know how it plays. It should be online, but they had 4 people in a room together with a VR headset. And they were talking.
They were all naked.
They were talking to each other, telling them, "Okay, I need you to put up the shields. I need you to
cool.
move forward and all this. Fire the missiles, do that, and it's a whole work together type thing. And since it's VR, you're
the worst part about games
around.
like that though. In 5 years, and those games aren't popular, there's gonna be that one guy who wants to play, and there's gonna be 3 people in the one.
Come play with me, please.
I just want to sail on a boat.
Screw it, I'll do it all myself. And then you're just switching back and forth between each of the characters.
Now, Eric.
That's gonna be me.
Now, Eric C., tell me, you said you read some stuff on E3?
What did you read?
Yeah, just the
basic stuff.
Synopsises of the days.
What were you most excited about?
It's really all you need, honestly.
God of War.
God of War looks great. They gave him a beard.
Well, that's
Boy.
segue to Sony.
I'm hungry. Get me deer.
It was interesting because what Sony did was they just showed games, which is what everybody wanted. And from what I find every year, Sony watches all the conferences,
all of them,
and then goes, okay, what didn't they do? And then they do it, and then everybody's like, oh my God, that was so cool. They did what everybody wanted to do. But they're sitting there going, we have nothing for our presentation until everybody else goes, and we go, I know how we can beat all of them. Bam. I mean, don't get me wrong, it works. They showed a bunch of different games. They showed very cool stuff. I mean, first coming up was God of War, which, I mean, I'll be honest, everything that Sony did, I knew was coming.
Inside.
Clearly, I work for Sony, but I love Microsoft.
But
Sony was pretty cool. They showed
Edward Snowden.
007.
So they showed God of War, which looks really cool, but really different than the original God of Wars. It's not hack and slash like it used to be.
Different voice actor too, I believe.
No, same voice actor.
Really?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Really?
So it was pretty interesting.
Really?
Have you ever played any of the Uncharted games?
Who, me?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
It's like
I forgot.
cool Indiana Jones.
I'm looking at you, but you can't really tell. Yes, but have you played any of the Uncharted games?
No.
Yes.
Yes. Did you get a very Uncharted vibe from that God of War?
Now that you mention it, yes.
It was very Uncharted, very Last of Us, it was, what did everybody I've listened to said, it's a over-the-shoulder third-person action game. And that is pretty much what Sony showed.
It kind of reminded me of Tomb Raider.
Yeah, that's what everybody's been saying too. That's very Tomb Raider-esque. Like, okay, you get experience for doing things. Your son helps you out. Apparently, from what I've heard, it literally he's with you the whole entire game. He's like, you press a button and he's like, what can I do for you? And like, you're like, do this. And he's like, okay.
Get the peanut butter out.
See, what I thought was going to happen, which they said that it wasn't, but you never know with the way they develop things. I said maybe a quarter or a halfway through the game, Kratos is going to die, and then you play the rest of the game as a kid.
That's gay.
And that's why it's called God of War, because it's not God of War 4, just God of War. So what if this kid, his dad dies, and he just goes on a revenge spree, killing all the Norse gods?
Well, he better get better. It's like watching. It's like watching Gotham.
He's got to buff up a bit.
This kid's got to fucking grow up and start kicking ass because
I watched like 3 episodes and like
Redemption, like that shit.
Did you like it?
No,
you don't like Gotham?
It's not for everybody.
No.
Eric, have you ever watched Got Ham?
I have, yes.
Are you a fan?
Good old God.
I am. I had to almost prepare myself for it because I don't know if you could tell, but my arms are actually like all Batman tattoos.
Oh shit!
You are a metal nerd.
That's like my wheelhouse is Batman, and so if it has anything to do with Batman, I kind of like it already. But it's good. It's good.
It's its own thing.
Tell me, the Telltale games. What's going on with them?
They really haven't released a lot. They showed some gameplay to people, and it's very detective based
for the new Batman.
For the new Batman,
and that's
Telltale
coming out
game.
this summer.
Yeah, which is great. It needs to be detective based, because.
I'm sure there's action. Like press the X, dodge an attack.
Yeah, pretty much. It'll be like dodge, and then you punch him in the face. But it needs to be basically, okay, you're Batman. You need to do some detective work, and that's what it seems like it is.
He said a lot of the game you're gonna be Bruce Wayne as well as the Batman.
Where's Superman?
Bruce Wayne making choices.
The Bat.
Like
there
all the Telltale
is
games.
no Superman, Kevin.
But
there might be.
But I want
in the Telltale game at least.
It'll be Wolverine.
No Wolverine.
So Sony did God of War, which looks pretty interesting, and then they showed a game called Days Gone, which I immediately thought was The Last of Us 2.
It is, and World War Z with the way the zombies run at you.
Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody. Kind of like with Microsoft, they showed State of Decay and Dead Rising.
Is that a PS4 exclusive?
Days Gone will be a PS4 exclusive. Which
So it is The Last of Us 2.
It is The Last of Us 2. But it does look really cool just for the simple fact that it has all those zombies. I mean, Dead Rising does that, but Dead Rising does it very funnily. There's like a million of them, and you're like, I got this car with a fucking grenade launcher on it. I'm just going to run
I have
through
a
'em.
lawnmower.
I have a lawnmower. I'm just going to go through them. With this game, you're like, oh shit, there's like 100 of them. I need to fucking run. But the only thing that bothered me is that when they showed the gameplay at the end of the conference, the guy didn't run out of ammo. He shot a lot of them. He was like on like a 500 kill streak, and
it's like Chewie after Han gets stabbed.
He didn't reload once. He was just like, oh no, they keep coming.
It's a special.
I miss Game Shark.
Yeah.
I miss Game Shark.
Well, most games now have cheat codes, which is kind of the same thing.
But Game Shark was.
We gotta put it in.
Game Shark, you have to pay for to do all this
Last
crazy
time I
shit.
used cheat codes was for like Tony Hawk 2.
Yeah.
Give me all the characters.
Disco mode.
Corey's not a scrub. We don't
How
want no
about
scrubs.
Motherload. I'll just leave that for you.
007.
Good old Motherload.
Left, right.
All right. Anything else from me3?
I mean, we still got a bunch from Sony. They had the new Kojima game,
That sucks.
which was weird.
Was there a fetus in the sink?
It was a fetus on a beach.
That's what Sony loves fetuses.
That came out of what's his face?
Mother Mary.
No,
Gary Busey.
What the hell's his name?
Leatherface.
No.
Norman Reedus.
Thank you. Yes.
Olivia Newton-John.
Norman Reedus?
Oh, you're
Is
gonna
it
be
Norman Reedus?
that whole game. You're naked. That whole entire game, you're naked.
That was a trailer.
That is awesome.
Can I get that game now?
I thought they killed that project.
It's completely different. It's not Silent Hill. It's
okay.
a game called, what the hell was it called? Death Stranding. Death Stranding.
So it's a horror game.
No.
I don't know. Nobody knows what the hell it is. Apparently, it looks like a horror game. It should be a horror game, but
It's going to be
apparently somebody said it's an action adventure game.
So
and
it
I was
might be
like,
like
how
Castaway.
the fuck is that an action adventure game?
The Walking
Adventure's
Dead
killing
and
people.
Castaway. Castaway, let me tell you something about that motion picture. Castaway, he talked to a volleyball for a friend. Maybe this guy will do that too.
Maybe.
The fetus for a friend?
A lot of people are saying that trailer basically was Kojima going, this is like my life story. Like he had a baby.
It's a boy.
Somebody took away that baby.
And now he's naked.
Like it was like this whole big, like, everybody's like, why are you looking so into it? This guy's just a crazy motherfucker. Like, he's weird. He made a fucking game, a Silent Hill preview trailer or playable trailer that was crazy. What makes you think that this guy's not going to be like, yeah, you're Norman Reedus on a beach with a bunch of dead things and there's 5 guys in the air.
And you're naked.
I mean, like, to me, that sounds like a Kojima game.
But
Sounds
they
like
did
fun.
kill the Silent Hill project, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They killed that project. There was another project that was a spiritual successor to it that just kind of said, hey, we couldn't do it.
Magnitude Larry 4.
They were like 100% done, and they were like, we can't. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody went, yeah, you're not allowed to do that, and then just bought them out.
You're not allowed.
Can I have a question?
Sure.
Can I lick your forehead?
Go for it.
Okay.
Fucking do it. So then, what else does Sony do? Sony with their things.
What did he do?
The Spider-Man game.
that's a good game.
Spooderman.
I don't know if anybody of you. Well, I
saw it.
hope everybody saw it.
That's the one thing
But
I saw.
the Spider-Man game looks really cool. It's being made by Insomniac.
Don't like the suit.
It does. It's not great, but
I don't mind it.
it's being made by somebody. Being made by Insomniac, who made Sunset Overdrive. So if you take that kind of gameplay and put it with Spider-Man, it works.
I don't mind the suit. I like
It's
new, so
it's different.
It's got
Andrew
the
Garfield
white.
was in it, right?
It's different, which is a good thing.
They could have. I mean, I guess they want it to be exclusive. Like this is its own. It's kind of like the Arkham series Batman, but
Kind
like
of.
Spider-Man.
Basically, they took it and were like,
know.
"This is
The story of a girl.
their Spider-Man."
Well, Spider-Man's like the Superman of Gotham.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
absolutely, Kevin.
You completely shit all over comic books on that one.
Yeah.
I award you no
Perfect.
points,
Love
and
it.
may God have
Love it.
mercy on your soul.
Yeah.
So
Fact.
Sony was cool, and then they had their Crash remastered.
Oh, Crash Bandicoot.
Sucked.
No, that was a Skylanders.
They showed it. Their first little thing was they showed Crash in Skylanders, which he looks like a horror movie villain. Like, he's scary as shit.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
It was really creepy.
How creepy.
But then the guy walks out and he has underneath him is the shadow of Crash, and they said that they're going to remaster Crash 1, Crash 2, and Crash Warped. Which, okay, that's cool. That's pretty interesting. But if he looks like the Crash from Skylanders, that's fucking scary. I don't ever want to play a game like that.
Why? You afraid?
No, I will show you a picture of him when we're done. It is scary as hell.
So what are you saying? Dress up like him for Halloween and fuck you?
No.
Oh.
Actually, Corey, if you can, look up a picture of the new Crash, if you can.
Might make me.
Show everybody the scariness of that.
Eric, you familiar with the Crash and the Bandicoot?
Of course.
Are you a fan?
I am.
Naughty Dog. Yeah,
I'm happy they're remaking it, but they need to remake it like it is. They can't like change it. And I had a fight with my friend who loves Sony, who's like, they're not going to remaster it like that. And I was like, this is Sony and Activision. They can do whatever the hell they want as long as it gets them money. So they're going to be like, oh, well, he looks like this now. And everybody's going to be like, I'll play it, but I won't be happy about it. Like, everybody's still going to play it.
like
but
watching
they're just
the prequels.
Honestly,
I'll watch it.
I'm more excited about Resident Evil. Like,
yes, they did their whole little VR thingy,
which was awesome.
And the first game they showed was Resident Evil.
Made it a little scary at the beginning.
It was basically, it reminded me of Outlast. It's first person, like walking around. I don't really know how to explain it. It's pretty much Outlast, and it looks really scary. I can't play the trailer. I can't play the preview of it because I don't have a PlayStation. So I think, Eric, we're gonna make you play it, and you're gonna tell us how it is.
Okay, deal.
Are you wearing pants?
Huh?
You wearing pants?
Yes, I am.
Me too.
No, he's not.
I would clap for pants.
Joe lied.
Joe's not wearing pants.
I thought
he
it'd be
just has
funny.
a shirt on. That's it.
I'm being bottomless right now.
That's fine.
I'm going commando.
Nobody. Well, actually,
You can keep the
they?
chair.
Can they see? Maybe. But Resident Evil does look really cool, and it's a good refresh to the franchise. That, because I mean, it needs it.
It's winter fresh.
Winter
It's like
fresh,
a nice mint in your mouth.
kind of, yeah. Instead of a nice, a nice minty fresh in your mouth, it's a big load in your pants because they scared the shit out of you.
Can you imagine like you? Can you imagine like
My ears.
it's like you cum toothpaste?
What if you come sprinkles?
That'd be fucking like I go to the doctor.
You'd be okay with coming toothpaste, but
Rainbow
you wouldn't be okay
sprinkles.
with sprinkles.
Well, like because the toothpaste, I mean, like it's
You
just
could be the
kinda,
sprinkle-
I feel like it would get clogged up there.
It'd be.
You know, I mean, like the sprinkles are different. Like the sprinkle, I just queef out my pee hole.
What if it comes out and it's confetti, and you hear that?
Surprise! I'm a clown. I'm the chosen one.
Toothpaste.
Okay. And then the only thing left I have to say for E3, which I mean, I think out of all of them, I will feel always that Microsoft did really well.
Yes.
I think Microsoft kind of was like, this is what we're going towards the future kind of thing. But I think the coolest thing to come out of E3 is that new Zelda game that they're making.
Nice.
If anybody has seen anything about it, it is a whole revamp of a Zelda game. You have to worry if you're hot or cold. You have to worry if you're fed, if you've slept, if you have water. It is like playing a survival game, but Legend of Zelda.
So this game is made to give you anxiety.
He
So
can
it's like-
jump now.
So it's
That's
like
literally, if anything will ever sell you, Link can jump now on your command. You don't have to like run off a cliff so he can go, ah!
So it's like Minecraft.
Kinda.
Yeah.
You get to craft shit. You get to pick up other people's weapons. You get to make your own weapons.
You get to have babies, so
your
it's
weapons-
like Fable. I'm waiting for another Fable game, but
that
I
won't
heard
happen.
Fable Legends is done.
Is Link in it?
Lionhead, yes.
Then I'm good.
What about Lionhead?
Lionhead shut down. They don't exist anymore.
And LucasArts. That's like 2000 and late ago.
Very long time.
Very. All right, and that was our E3 segment. And Eric, how you doing? You holding up? You having a good time?
Fantastic.
You could take a nap. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I do all the time.
He's actually sleeping right now. Let's move on to who would win a fight. Who would win a fight? We take two people, make them fight, whether they're celebrities, fictional characters, whatever. Who would win a fight?
I would. I would
we're gonna start off today with Bill Nye the Science Guy versus Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. Now, who wants to give us background on Neil deGrasse Tyson?
He's more of a douchey physicist.
Oh, how so?
I don't know. I feel like he's a bit of a dick.
And Bill Nye is a sweetheart.
I love him.
I love him. He loves us. Eric, how do you feel about Bill Nye?
Well, I love them both. You know, I feel Bill Nye is more like me, so he'd probably lose.
What if they were having like a science magic? It's like Doctor Strange fighting. Like it's just us. They're throwing like chemicals at each other and shit. It's like Dumbledore, Limguardia, Levy, fuck whatever.
You were so close.
I know.
Yeah.
I was almost proud of you.
I'm not into the Potter. I'm into the fucking.
Well, Tyson, is he related to Mike Tyson?
I think the Tyson
I
chicken.
don't think so.
Then
Does he bite ears off?
Tyson chicken.
Is that a racist?
They put a lot of steroids in their chicken to make the meat more good.
More good.
So
I think Bill Nye would win.
I think Bill Nye would. Eric, what about you?
I'm going Tyson.
Tyson, Iron Mike.
Him too.
He would fucking beat them both. And
With one hand.
what do you think, Michelle?
I gotta go with Bill.
I am.
Bill,
I gotta go with Bill.
I don't want our guest to be alone, so I'm gonna go Tyson. Bill Nye the Science Guy still wins.
I'm going.
He had all the electoral votes.
I'm going to Abraham.
Next one. Who'd win the fight? Jesse Jackson versus Al Sharpton. Battle of the racist black people. Go!
Neither of them?
I think they both lose.
They'd probably just smoke some weed and eat some.
They'd KO
apple
each
juice.
other.
They'd just be like they're
Total knockout.
trying to find ways to sue each other. I know Al Sharpton is a vegan. I don't know if that makes him a superhuman.
I would give it to Al Sharpton because he's evaded jail for a long time.
Well, that is pretty good.
Yes.
That's a good skill. I mean, like if he went, if he went to jail, I think it's only a matter of time, though.
Who's Jesse Jones?
Well, he is going to jail.
Jesse Jackson's the emperor of black people, according to South Park.
Tyson.
I love South Park.
Oh, that's what I forgot to say. They're making a new South Park game.
Yes?
Yes, the fractured butthole.
Yes.
I can't wait. That's gonna be sexy. Did you see that, Eric?
I did. I'm a very big South Park fan, so
Me too.
yes.
All right,
too.
good.
We are the same, you and I. Anyway.
Okay.
As he gets
again,
creepy.
we're leaving the room. We need alone time.
Yeah, me and
Remember,
Eric.
he has no pants.
So who do we think will win? Jesse Jackson or Al Sharpton?
Sorry.
Al Sharpton, I think.
Al Sharpton?
Al Sharpton would win, but I think he would lose anyway because then the cops will come and just beat them both up.
Is Jesse Jackson related to Michael Jackson?
Jesse Jackson's Michael Jackson's dad.
Oh, then I go with Al.
I'm going to give it to Al Sharpton as well.
All right, Al Sharpton wins.
Al Sharpcock.
Who would win the fight? Bill Gates versus Steve Jobs.
Bill Gates, he already won.
Yeah, he's alive.
Now, if they were to get like a hand-to-hand combat, if
Still,
Jobs,
The eye knife.
all right,
The micro.
It's gone out.
Steve Jobs comes back from the dead
Windows Microsoft dagger.
You want a whiplash sound? Hold on. I got that for you.
somewhere,
second.
somewhere in our archive.
The eye knife.
There you go.
Introducing the eye knife. Now you can listen to all your music while stabbing people.
All your music, and it has Bluetooth.
Not just that, the blood makes it charge.
Steve.
So if you ever need a charge on your eye knife, you just gotta
stab
stab someone.
Steve Blowjob.
Steve Blowjob versus Bill Gates. Yeah.
WTF?
Never do that one again.
Yeah, I don't.
That was
okay.
bad.
All right,
What do you
moving
think,
on.
Eric? Tell me. What do you think?
I'd probably go with Bill Gates just because doesn't Apple have the little clause in their thing that they won't use their technology to develop weapons? I think it is.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, they would
Yeah.
be really kick-ass weapons. The eye fucking bomb.
It's every old iPhone, and they just drop it on a country.
It's like, it's your problem now. It doesn't even cause damage. Just like now have a bunch of broken iPhones. You're like, oh, what do we do with this?
What is this?
Melt it down, make a car door.
Yeah, I would totally give it to Bill Gates.
We
as
can
well.
sell
Gates.
this for $5.
I give it to Steve Jobs because he's a zombie.
Bill Gates.
Yeah,
Who would win?
or a ghost.
All right, who wants to say Bill Gates?
I would give it to Bill Gates.
Bill
Bill
Gates.
Gates.
Steve
Even
Jobs.
if Steve Jobs comes back as a zombie, Microsoft has enough zombie games. I think
I
think
know,
he knows what
right?
he's doing.
I'm gonna have sex with him.
I'm sorry. You're not gonna have sex with
And
anyone.
the last one.
Oprah Winfrey versus Ellen DeGeneres. Who would win the fight? Go!
Ellen would eat her out.
No, it's the other way around. Oprah would eat her.
Oprah would eat her. Ellen would eat Oprah out.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I like Ellen because she's funny. And I don't like Oprah because, you know why.
She's a
fat.
bitch.
Is that a
she's
fat joke? What's wrong with you?
I was actually going black, but okay.
Oh, man.
Come on.
It was supposed to be fat, but then you decided it was fat jokes. So
I love
was
black
quiet.
people and gay people at the same time. And a black gay guy, my favorite.
It's a three-way.
Menage a trois.
I'm gonna give it to Ellen. I feel like she'd be a bit quicker in the ring.
She's not gonna take
and
it
I
from
think
you.
Oprah would faint.
More stamina.
I gotta
too.
go with Oprah
Why?
because she's the queen.
I
She has her ways, is what I'm trying
Ellen's
to say.
gonna.
That's true. I think
She can make Ellen go away.
Maybe yeah. I was gonna say
That's-
Ellen wouldn't
Yeah.
even make it to the ring.
That's what I mean.
no.
Freaking
It's
Oprah,
Oprah,
has a Oprah has a secret service
A
surrounded
few
by
hushed
her.
tones into the phone, and,
Thanks,
and
Barack.
Ellen's gone forever.
Thank you, Barack. Corey, what do you think?
I don't know. I'd still say Ellen, but
see.
realistically, yeah, Oprah would definitely make her disappear somehow.
No.
I think if Ellen got the chance to beat her up, she would, but if Oprah can make Ellen disappear, then that's a good job too. So I guess Oprah.
I'm going with Ellen because...
Oprah.
Hello?
I might give it to Oprah.
Oh, shit, he's looking at us.
Oh boy.
It's our sound.
Da-da.
I'll suck you off.
Eric, what about you?
dude.
Since nobody said anything to you, clearly, what did you say?
He said Oprah.
I'm with the Oprah Mafia.
The
on that
Oprah,
one.
the Oprah Mafia, the O Mafia,
I go
Yeah.
with...
The
I go with
Yakuza.
the O Mafia coming at you.
Yeah.
You know, everybody gets a humpback whale.
Right now?
Everybody gets a humpback whale.
Everybody gets a school.
Y'all ready for
Bus.
this? Anyway,
Everybody gets their own planet.
that is pretty much our show tonight.
All right.
Eric, how'd you have a good time, man?
Loved it.
Do you think you'll ever come back?
Of course.
Nice. You
awesome.
you're definitely always welcome to come here. And Eric, where can people find you?
Over here.
Just I'm not
That YouTube thing you're doing?
that YouTube thing. Yeah.
I think people have already found you at that point.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's a
So
Um,
you're on YouTube, Twitter. What are you doing?
Yeah, YouTube, Twitter, the whole business with that. It's 331ERock.
E-Rock. What's the E stand for? I've been meaning to ask you that.
Erection.
Erection.
Well, high school, my there's two Erics. So since I was the metalhead, my friends named me E-Rock, so we could differentiate the two while talking.
That works.
That's a good
Eric and E-Rock.
E-Rock. That's awesome. All right. And Sal, where can people find you?
Everywhere and nowhere.
And
You guys can find me at Failing at Everything on YouTube with our lovely little channel that I have not uploaded anything in weeks because I'm a lazy piece of shit.
We gotta keep doing KOTOR. We're doing KOTOR right now, doing a playthrough of KOTOR, and
Whoop, whoop.
we gotta do episode 2 soon.
Yes,
Yeah.
we shall. But you can find me there. You can find. I think my Facebook is on that as well. So you can find me there. You can find me on Facebook, and come check us out because we are quite awesome.
Yes!
Kevin, where can we find you?
Just follow the semen stains.
under your bed.
In your face, sucker!
Oh, I have a YouTube channel that says Save the Kids in the basement.
Part of me feels like you're not lying.
Semen's.
Just follow the semen.
Hey Joe, where can we find you?
Sex
You
education.
can find me on Twitter at I am Joe Falcone, Facebook.com/Joe Falcone 631, and on Metalnerdz. Corey, where can we find you?
Oh, you could find me everywhere
Nice.
except for your bed.
All right.
Again.
Well, thank you
Yeah.
all for listening to Metalnerdz tonight. Thank you, Eric.
Rookies
I hope
don't
we
count.
see you again. And
Yes,
remember,
thank you.
guys,
It's been an honor.
rock on, motherfuckers. We are Metal Nerds.
Peace out, planet Earth.
I'm gonna go touch myself.
Again.
Let Kevin do it for you.
Joe's coming with.
So what about that deadline?
Stop masturbating, Kevin.
What?